Hey guys, it's me, and today we are going over Alexandra's Instagram weigh-in, a couple of the posts real quick, and reviewing her vlog she uploaded today. So we are going to not waste too much time and get right into this. As always, I will link her full video down below. She's sped up for time on the video, and anything that's not directly related to health, diet, weight, fitness, food, all that stuff, I will skip. So that stuff will not be in the video and in the react. So Alex has only done a few Instagram posts since we last looked at it. The first one was this little check of her, what is it, like Fit Watch, Apple iWatch or something like that. Good. I'm never gonna knock her for being out walking. I don't care if she does it slow. I don't care if it takes her forever. If she's out doing it, that is one of the best exercises she can be doing. That or swimming. It's easier on the joints. It's not going to impact the knees and stuff negatively. And it's good for the kiddo. Get him out, get him in the fresh air, take the dog. It's great for Bruno. I definitely think Bruno can walk further than Alex lets on, because I have a Chihuahua who's 7 pounds. You guys know Frodo. You love him too, and you guys are so sweet about Frodo. You give him so much praise and support. So thank you. He loves his adoring public, but he will walk about just a little over a mile to a mile and a half each walk average. Sometimes we go a little further. If we go to a park or something, he could do 2 or 3 miles, but he will do that walk 2, sometimes 3 times a day. This 7-pound dog of mine can do 2 to 3 miles in a day pretty easily. I feel like Bruno could do it too. I just don't think Alex wants to. So I'm not going to give her any flack about this. This is good. This, she made a point-friendly lasagna. Yes, please. Oh my God. First of all, I don't believe that she only ate this small of a piece, okay? And I don't believe she didn't have this without some type of garlic bread, garlic toast, something like that, a roll. She did. The lasagna would not necessarily be that bad, but again, this woman doesn't need to be eating pasta. It's not healthy. It's empty calories, empty carbs. Pasta is calorically dense for a small portion. A better thing to do with this, especially this time of year, all the farmers markets and everything, instead of using the noodles, use sliced eggplant or even slice some sweet potatoes. Yeah, they have carbs and stuff too, but they're lower carb, they're lower glycemic index, they have more nutrition, they'll fill you up more, and they're delicious. Or use some sliced zucchini or some sort of a sliced squash. There are so many other things you could use than just plain noodles. Like there are a couple people who get on me about my carb hate, but guys, I don't hide the fact that I am a low carb channel. I believe in a flexible approach to carbohydrates. I believe that some people can eat more of them than others, but in general, people eat too many, especially for their size and for their activity levels. So they need to be moderated. They do, to some degree, in most people. Alex has so much excess body weight and isn't active enough that she does not need to eat as many carbohydrates as she does, because a lot of them are just simply refined carbohydrates, which aren't that good for you. And she eats carbs with almost every meal and snack. And this woman eats 5 to 6 times a day, which she just eats too much in general and too often in general. So I'm not mad that she wanted to make a lasagna, but if she was serious about weight loss, about getting the fat off, about being healthier and making it lower points, don't use the pasta. Like I said, the zucchini, there are so many other options out there. And she used fat-free mozzarella. I feel like fat-free cheese is kind of just like a real Franken food, because cheese is fat. That's what it is. I would rather use real cheese and just use less of it. Ricotta is a really good cheese. I love it. It's lower calorie, I love ricotta. And she used lean ground beef, which is fine. And you can do ground turkey or ground chicken, but honestly, if you get a good lean ground beef, there's not much of a difference in the calorie content and everything if you get really nice, good, lean ground beef. So other than that, it's not bad. I just wish she would have subbed out the noodles for one of those other things. She got this grande iced pumpkin cream chai. I looked this up on Starbucks.com. A regular one of these is 460 calories. That's crazy. This one, though, she did use the sugar-free syrup, but she also did get a pumpkin sauce and light foam, which will add calories and sugar, and she got non-fat milk. So she did sub out better, she made better choices. She didn't get the full octane one, but it's still really, really sweet. And it probably still has 150, 200 calories in it. And there's just better options she could make. You know what I mean? Like, this all comes down to just trying to adjust and make better choices. If this was a splurge, okay, maybe I'm going to get it once this week, and she wasn't snacking and she was really clean on her diet, okay, fine, whatever. This is no big deal. But Alex treats herself and splurges all the time. And I get it. I like Starbucks like chai tea lattes. Their chai is very good. It's very spicy, and I like that. But you can't have it all the time, and she gets it all the time. And you see in the order, it says item 1 of 2, total of 3. She got 3 things. I think she probably got her mom a drink, but what else did she get? She gets some type of treat, something to eat, and she didn't show us. She did her weigh-in. No loss the last few weeks. I'm thrilled to report 2 pounds down this week. I was definitely slipping up with tracking last week during my son's birthday and having a few too many extra untracked bites of cake. This week I decided to reset and be very intentional with tracking. Walk 3 miles a day and stop eating after 6 p.m. I don't believe she stops eating after 6 p.m. because she likes to snack and have treats in the evening with Yar while they're watching TV. But if she did stop, good. I really don't feel like Anderson's birthday was an excuse to have a whole week blown out. She hasn't lost in a couple of weeks. Really the only day that should have been maybe kind of like a loss as far as the dieting and the deficit should have been the actual day of the party. And there's no reason at her size she still couldn't have lost a pound or 2 last week, even though it was Anderson's birthday. If she lost 2 pounds this week, good. I don't necessarily believe it. She has crossed off here that she's now down to 274 pounds. Just no, okay? She's not. When you see this woman unfiltered, no offense, Alex. Girl, I'm sorry. She's not 274 pounds. I think she started about 30, 40 pounds heavier than she admitted. I think right now she is probably around 320. I'm going to say between 315 and 330. And I think that this Weight Watchers thing has been going on so long that it's not going to be able to last much longer. She is really getting to the point where she cleaned up her diet a little bit. A few pounds came off. But now if she really wants to make progress, she needs to actually make changes. Like I said, Alex does not want to change her attitude and outlook on food. She doesn't want to give up certain things and she doesn't want to accept that she can't have certain things all the time. So that is going to bite her in the butt, and eventually she's going to stop losing altogether and she's going to maintain her gain. She posted this, scanned a bunch of snacks at TJ's to see what was Weight Watcher friendly, and these are sold. Crunchy curls, a tasty lentil and potato snack. These are just like a lentil and potato puff. This is a snack. This woman does not need snacks. This woman does not even need to eat 3 full meals a day. But at least if she's going to eat 3 meals, she does not need snacks. She eats 3 meals plus 2 or 3 snacks a day, or 2 snacks and a dessert. She does not need that. She's not that active. She has so much excess weight on her body. She's not ever giving herself a chance to really tap into that and use it. This woman doesn't need a snack, and I don't care if these are from Trader Joe's. I don't care if they're made with air-puffed manna from heaven. They're not healthy. They're not good for you. 40 pieces for 3 points, but are you going to measure out 40 pieces? How about you just not have those 40 pieces and save the 3 points? And how many calories are in those 3 points? How many carbohydrates are in those 3 points? You know what I mean? You need to look at more than just the points. And that's why I don't like the Weight Watchers. Oh my God, this is a great meal. Scrambled eggs, no sugar bacon, and strawberries. This is amazing. And she could have even had more eggs or a couple more pieces of bacon. She could have taken those eggs, bulked them up with some egg whites, really low calorie, all protein. Throw in some vegetables in there. Saute up some peppers and onions, or slice some tomatoes. Wilt some spinach in with those. There's just so many things you could do with them. But this is a good breakfast. If she ate these and ate 2 out of her 3 meals a day like this, and then had a carb as a treat, her last meal of the day, she would see huge results and she wouldn't be as hungry. And she could even eat some more berries. She could have a little bit of yogurt with this meal, just so long as it's not one of those yogurts with sugar, with the berries for a little extra oomph. But this is great. This is the best meal I've seen Alex make in, like, I don't even know how long. So that's where we're at with our Instagram. And we are going to go to the vlogs.
Get in, girl. We're going shopping. So as you can see, I'm in my husband's car. Mine is in the shop currently. And
of course we're going shopping. What else would we be doing, Alex? I think she looks nice with her hair like this and her makeup like this. I think she looks nice today, though.
Feeling already behind because it's September 4th and I wanted to decorate right when September hit, but my son's birthday was last week, and honestly, it just like...
But your son's birthday being last week shouldn't be still mucking up your schedule this week. I don't understand that.
Threw me off in a lot of ways. I was just so focused on that. I'm behind on a million things in my life. But his birthday, it was obviously the priority, and it was so much fun. So...
And she really doesn't need to do any more shopping. She's got a ton of fall stuff. She really just recycles stuff in and out constantly because she has this unending need to just shop. And if she mentions, again, I said it in the last vlog, if she mentions this stupid Diet Coke ghost again, I might scream. Because I've looked up pictures of it to see what is so great about this. Not a damn thing. There's nothing super special about it. It's just a little ghost holding a can of Diet Coke. The only reason it is so special to Alex is because it has to be a viral trending thing on TikTok, and she has to be able to say, I got it and I found it on my own. I didn't order it online. She's so obsessed with needing to be the it girl. It's like, girl, grow up. You're like a 30-some-year-old mother. Or is she still in her late 20s? Either way, you're an adult mother. You don't need to be a slave to trends.
Fun today. So first up, this is like my all-time favorite fall drink to get. I found it online a long time ago. It went viral on TikTok, I think. It was from...
So, of course, that's one of the reasons she likes it more. She would like it, but since it was viral on TikTok, she likes it more. Because, I don't know, like, Alex thinks that being the trendy girl and knowing all the trends and being able to post all the trends and say, I do all the trends. I don't know, she acts like it gives her some sort of status symbol or makes her better and like successful and like it would make people like fawn all over her more. I don't know. I don't get it because I don't follow trends. I just do what I want. I dress how I want. I wear what I want. I don't follow trends. I haven't for many, many years. I just am a much happier person not being a slave to what everybody else is doing and what's the current thing. And I just want to do what I like and what my family likes for our clothes, for our house, for the atmosphere.
It was from a barista from Starbucks, but then Starbucks ended up making it like a thing. I think they knew that it was really popular. It's the pumpkin cream chai. But as someone who is on a weight loss journey, so cheat code coach, they have a Starbucks fall menu cheat code.
Don't say Starbucks. I told you the same thing I told Amber. You're not a skinny little cute petite teenage California Valley girl from Rancho Cucamonga. Okay, you are Alex from Rhode Island, who's morbidly obese and a mother. Don't say Starbucks, okay? Just say Starbucks. And that's like maybe a petty little bitch of mine, but the way she tries to talk with the lingo and everything, it just annoys me. If it's fine with you, then that's cool. Just me, it annoys me.
I want the iced pumpkin cream chai, and I'm telling you, it tastes like fall in a cup. The one from the TikTok, though, they added like brown sugar syrup. Oh, insane, but like a lot of sugar and a lot of calories.
That's one of the things I get. There's a little coffee shop by my house, but there's a lot of drinks I can get. Sometimes I will treat myself and get one of the unhealthier ones, but for the most part I get a cafe au lait, which is just coffee and steamed milk. I get it with the non-fat milk, and I don't get any whipped cream or anything in it, and I get depending on the size, 1 or 2 shots of a sugar-free flavor syrup. And they have a bunch of seasonal syrups and flavors that are probably really good, but the ones that aren't sugar-free, I don't get them 9 times out of 10. Most of the time, I will just get my sugar-free cinnamon brown sugar syrup or caramel or vanilla or something like that. Between that, not getting any whipped cream, not getting any cold foam, getting the non-fat milk, it cuts the calories down way low. And most of the time, the rule is I have to walk from my house up into town to get it and walk back. So there's that.
So they have a version if you're on like weight loss journey or whatever. So they have order it with non-fat
You're not on a weight loss journey now, though, Alex. You're really not.
milk, 1 pump of pumpkin, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, splash of chai, light pumpkin cold foam. And it goes from like 460 calories down to 125.
Okay, but do you see what I mean? Like, it's still 125 calories that she doesn't need. She's going to go, oh, it's so low in points. It's still a 125 calorie drink. I'm having one that's a pumpkin spice flavor. It scratches that itch at home, made with my instant coffee and my sugar-free creamer. And it is a large coffee, and it's 30 calories. 125 versus 30. I could have 4 of these. I could have these 4 days in a row, mine, for the caloric cost of the one she is gonna drink. Like I said, if it was a treat once in a while, that would be different. She treats herself all the fucking time.
And cuts the sugar by 2/3. So I'm gonna see if it's good. Because
Yeah, but you know the one I get cuts the sugar by like 90. There's a little bit of sugar in the non-fat milk, but like right now the one I have at home that I make at home with the instant coffee and the creamer, this sugar is and if I put a sugar-free syrup in it or stevia, Alex, the sugar is cut down by 100 because there is no actual sugar in it. It's possible, and it scratches that pumpkin spice itch, but I want to maintain the weight I've lost. I want to continue to lose. That's the difference. I know that in order to do that, there has to be sacrifices and there has to be permanent changes. And this, having coffee like this, other than my occasional treat when I walk up to the barista to get it, this is my life now. And I have found a way to make these where I'm happy, I'm content, I don't feel deprived. This is just life now. And they are opening up a Starbucks near me. We will go every now and then. I do like a Java chip frap. Okay, I do. I'm guilty. I'm not allowing myself, and like I said, I love the pistachio oat milk lattes. I love the chai tea lattes. I will not allow myself to go and get that crap all the time. I will still try to support the local small business barista, and I will go to where I can walk into town to get some exercise, and I just will not allow myself to slip into that bad habit of getting Starbucks all the time, because as you can see here, even the healthier version is still much more unhealthy than like what I'm making at home or what I'm getting customizing at the local shop.
Done some of these like little hacky, like healthy versions of Starbucks drinks before. I haven't had Starbucks in forever. If it's not good, I did bring it back up. We've got our Alani Witch's Brew.
Again, she doesn't need this. If she was having one, whatever, but she always has to have a treat and a sweet. Like, she's obsessed with the taste of sweet. And this woman does not need to be drinking this much this much caffeine. It's dangerous.
I do need some caffeine this morning.
No, you don't. If you were eating healthier and fueling your body properly, you wouldn't need so much caffeine. And it's one thing to have a cup of coffee, but these Alanis have like what, 150, 200 milligrams of caffeine in each one, and she's having at least one a day. That's not good for an already taxed and stressed out heart and cardiovascular system. It's not good for it. And hers is by a lot, because she's almost double the size she should be.
So I also am going to budget in my Weight Watcher points for some bacon egg bites. I used to eat bacon egg bites.
Okay, so that's probably one of the other items we saw on that receipt. She's factoring in some bacon and egg bites, which, okay, they're not bad. Make them at home. I know she has the little cups, the little muffin tins to make them. I do want to start making them. I need to get a little muffin tin. They're good. They're a nice little breakfast, a nice little treat. They're fast. They're easy on the go. But they are just so much healthier when you make them at home. And this woman has no excuse to not make them at home. She's just like all the girls you notice that are so big and have so many problems with their weight and food and their health. They're all convenience queens, even when they don't need to be. They're just suckers for taking the easy way out when it comes to food and doing the least amount of work. And that is one of the attitudes Alex needs to change.
There's so much. They do have 10 points, but I can totally fit it into my day-to-day. I already have everything.
Can I please do an order of the bacon egg bites?
Totally.
And then also for the iced pumpkin cream chai, can I just modify it a little bit?
Yeah, what size are you looking for first?
I'm gonna do.
She's got her ordering voice going. She really changes her voice when she orders.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right, Bruni, let's go pull.
Like, there's no reason she could not have eaten something. Like that other breakfast that we saw on the Instagram that was good. That's quick and easy. There's no reason she couldn't have gotten that ready and eaten it at home before she left. Like, she is not that busy and that pressed for time that she needs to get things while she's out. On Bruno, man, the highlight of this vlog so far. He's just so cute. And again, we saw the nutritional breakdown of this, so we're not going to really go over it again. This whole meal was like 13 points or something like that. Imagine what she could have done at home with 13 points.
That my drink would be typically, so at least from what I remember. So here is our drink. So yeah, grande iced pumpkin cream chai, 2 sugar-free vanilla, 1 chai, 1 pumpkin sauce, non-fat milk, light foam.
Of course you're going to love it because it's still going to be insanely sweet.
Oh, it's delightful.
Like, you don't need that pumpkin sauce and everything in it either.
Oh wow, it hardly tastes different. This is so exciting.
See, you shouldn't be drinking stuff that gives you this little kick, this little effect here, because now you're going to want to get it all the time, and you'll get it 2-3 days a week, and that shit adds up.
Like, it's the little things. Like, I was really like sad about not.
The little things, that little thing is 125 calories and probably still like 20 some 30 some carbs. Maybe I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but it's still 125 calories. Alex, plus the egg bites.
I was so sad about not being able to really have my drink this fall.
Oh, I know, you're so sad. Alex, I'm having a fall drink right now. Yeah, I'm not a barista. It's not Starbucks quality, but you know what? It scratches the itch. It gets it done. And like I said, I like my weight loss and continuing my weight loss and my health more than I like needing to have the Starbucks drink. I don't know. Maybe that's the difference between me and Alex. And guess what? It's my time of the month, and I get wicked cravings for stuff, and I just get hungrier this time of the month. Especially now that I'm in perimenopause. I'm still not going all out. I have learned that I do allow myself to eat a little bit more and be a little more lenient with myself during my time of the month because of those cravings. Giving a little bit allows me to not totally fall off the rails, and it kind of makes the few days easier, and then it doesn't derail me to where I just don't pick it back up right where I left off and just tighten it back up in a couple of days when the period's ending. But I don't go like whole hog, because it's my period, and eat all the things.
Still slowly sipping on this. It's absolutely delectable.
No, Alex, you don't need these. She doesn't need these snacky things. Stop it. Get out of here with these. I don't care if they're from Trader Joe's. I don't care if they're seasonal. You don't need them. Put them back. Walk away. No, you don't need pumpkin-shaped chocolates. You don't need kettle corn. Get the hell out of here with this. See, she doesn't need snacks at all. And she always obsesses over all these little snacky things and her yummies. And God, she's just like so food focused. Get away from these things. She shouldn't even be going down these aisles. Like the candy and shit. We don't even go down those aisles. My son has not even asked, like, he doesn't even, at 4 years old, he knew. We just, unless we were getting a candy for something specific, we don't go down the candy aisle. We don't go down the cookie aisle unless we're getting something specific. We don't just peruse down those aisles. Like, she shouldn't be going down those aisles. It's temptation. And when you don't have discipline, it's a dangerous combination. No. Alex, get the hell away from these. And you see, they're all highly refined, ultra processed, packaged, carby, sugary crap. You don't need cereal, Alex. You don't need cereal bars either, Alex. Yeah, if you want pumpkin stuff, get soap, get body scrub, get something that's not edible. No, no. See, and you know, just looking at this stuff is just tempting. I know because I deal with that. I will go and get my son a couple things sometimes. Like he likes apple turnovers or cherry turnovers or something. I will go to the bakery section of our local market and I will go right over to where they're at, get him one, and then I will get out of there. Because if I peruse around, it will be hard and it will be so tempting. And I'll be like, and like, even if you have good discipline, when you have issues with food, it still can nag at you. And you have that little devil on your shoulder going, oh my God, that would be so good. Oh, just get one, just get it this time. It's okay. You can have some and it'll justify a reason. And sweets are my real problem thing. Like there was a time when I was like, before I was on the Ozempic and I was really having trouble getting the weight to move and I was really trying hard with the diet, with the calorie deficit, with watching the sugar and everything. I walked through the bakery section to get my son something because it's right next to the produce section at a local Walmart. And I remember walking through that bakery section, and as I was walking out of it, I actually almost started to cry. I was so frustrated. I was ready to tear up. I just felt like so deprived. And I was like, and just the weight was not really moving at all. And I was so beyond frustrated. Even the best of us will get to a point where we say, is it worth it? Just screw it and throw in the towel. And I remember when I went through the store, got the things I needed. And when I walked out to the parking lot and I was in my car driving away, I started to cry. It was bad. It would have been easier if I hadn't gone in that section at all. I think Alex would do better to not be going in this section. So that's my little story about me that you didn't ask for that you got. I cried over the bakery section. I admit it. I'm not perfect. I have my weaknesses and my problems. Someone left me a comment that said, you act like you're better than people and you're perfect. I really don't think I do. I mean, I try to be honest about the fact that I struggle just like everybody else and worse than a lot of people. I try to be real in my position with my health and my diet and food and things like that, because I do have such a problematic history with consumable things, like edible things. Oh, the censoring is crazy, how we have to hop around that. I want to be honest about it because that's real and that's authentic, and it being real and sharing a real story helps people more than selling a lie.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Okay, her nails, yeah, they look good, but there's nothing special about them. They're red. There's no fancy decorations on them. I mean, they're nice. They look nice. Yeah, they're good. They're a nice fall color, but they're just red nails to me. I don't know. Like I said, I wish you would do some little fun designs or something, for Halloween, but I don't think that's her vibe.
Recent usual, the squoval shape, where it's like kind of a squared off oval.
Squoval? Okay.
But square, I don't know. Squoval, that's what it's called on the mat.
Is she being for real? Is that what it's called, or is she screwing with us? Did she make that up, or is that real?
The shape's there. So
really? Okay. Okay. Today I learned.
I did get a bag. This is all.
Of course she did. Okay. This is where she got these things that she showed in her Instagram.
I scanned a bunch of stuff. It was all just too high point. But I did get a bag. This is all I bought at Trader Joe's. A bag of Crunchy Curls, the lentil potato snack, because I have never checked the points on these. The points are really good.
Alex, they're still a super ultra processed crappy ass snack that you don't need. I'm sorry, girlfriend. Look, do you see the shape I'm looking at right now? If you guys see my mouse, do you see what I'm looking at? Alex, you don't need snacks. You're wearing your snacks on your body. For the love of God, morbidly obese women, let your body tap into its stored freaking fat. How do they expect to ever really lose weight and lose fat and be healthier and be in a better shape if they refuse to allow their body to use the excess fat that they have stored on it? I just don't get it.
But let me see. The points are really good. I actually ate some on the way.
What are the calories though, Alex? What are the calories? What are the carbohydrates? What is how much? It's like talking to a brick wall. I told you I'll just keep repeating myself in these vlogs because that's all there is to do.
You can have 40.
Are you going to measure out exactly 40 of them? And guess what? That's still not 100% accurate. You still should put them on a scale and weigh them out, because maybe 40 is 4, 8, 10, 12, 15 grams over the actual serving size limit. So that would skew your points. It would skew your calories. It would skew everything.
Crunchy curls for 3 points. And like, they're a
You
decent.
don't need those, Alex. Eat some real food. Eat good, satiating meals with good sources of protein. Moderate, not overdo it, but do decent amounts of good, healthy fats, non-starchy vegetables. You wouldn't need to snack all the time if you were eating real, satiating, filling, nourishing food.
Good size. Look how cute they are. And like, they're very basic in flavor, but there's something about them that's like addictive.
Yeah, so Alex, thank you for the new thumbnail. That's why you don't need them, Alex. You just said, ooh, they're nothing special flavor-wise, guys. Really not. But there's something addictive about them. And I get it because I am a texture person. Certain textures I will crave and want more than a flavor, more than a taste. And I got to be careful with those. I have to, be mindful and avoid a lot of them. And she doesn't need these.
They're so
She'll
crunchy.
like them. She'll say they're good. Oh, they were so great. And she will get them again. Now she will know she likes these and she will get them again.
And they're very simple in flavor.
And she'll probably give them to Anderson too.
I love them. And the ingredients are very simple. Lentil flour, potato starch.
Okay, lentil flour and potato starch are the first two ingredients. That's ultra refined, processed carbohydrates, empty calories. That's just blood sugar and insulin spikes. That's going to do nothing for your blood sugar, for your hunger, for your satiety.
Vegetable oil and salt. They're really
And vegetable oil and salt. So the salt is okay as long as you don't overdo it. But the first two items are ultra refined carbohydrates. And the third ingredient is vegetable oil, which is really unhealthy, super, super inflammatory, oxidative shit, like not something people should be eating. You should be avoid. Vegetable oil is not good for you, Alex. These are not healthy. There's nothing healthy about these. You could have found a way to make a healthier snack. And like I said, you don't need snacks. Fat people don't need snacks. Inactive people don't need snacks. And I put myself in that category. I'm not like just bitching to everybody else and not practicing what I preach. I'm talking to myself too.
good. So, very point friendly snack. Pretty good high volume. And here's our oh, she's gorgeous. Gorgine. Like,
Okay, yes, it's a lovely little, I wouldn't necessarily call that gorgeous, but it's a nice fake plant, Alex. I prefer real plants. I want to grow a bunch of real plants in my house, but I understand the aesthetics of a fake plant.
oh, it's so pretty. And like, it kind of
It's
turned.
better than that vase she had back there with the hole in the middle. Like, I don't know why, but something about that is, it's not right with me. Like, I feel like when you put flowers into a vase, they should go straight down and sit there. But she has that vase where it goes out to both sides because there's a giant hole in the middle. So what happens? Like, you can only put a few flowers in it, and then they got to go down off to the side, and it just doesn't look right. You shouldn't be able to look through a vase like that. I don't know if you like it. That's fine. I'm really weird about certain things, and that vase with the hole in it, it gives me the creeps. Not gonna lie.
Different way.
And we thought one of you guys commented on one of my recent videos. You said, at least she got rid of that vase. And I knew which one you were talking about. Or you said, or she moved it, because you didn't like it either. And I saw on the other video that I didn't react to, that I was scrubbing through looking to see it for a thumbnail. She moved it. It's not gone. So it's still lurking somewhere. Alex does keep a nice house. I'm not disillusioned to the fact that I know she does, I guess, get a housekeeper to come in once or twice or however many times a week to help her clean, which is kind of crazy. She really doesn't need to. But out of all the girls, she does keep a nice house. the cleanest house. And out of all of the girls, her, Anna, Foodie, Amber, Quirky Love Rose, out of all the girls, she, like, Alex would definitely be the one I would spend the most time in a room with, because I do believe that she is the cleanest one that smells the least offensive. But that's just my opinion.
I think this is so pretty, and I think it's gonna look really, really nice. I drank most of this. This was so good. And from my calculations, it's around 7 points, around 125 calories.
Yeah, Alex, that's not good.
Really solid, really great choice. Still a little bit of a splurge, but like worth it. And that's the beauty of Weight Watchers.
Is it worth it, Alex? Is it worth it? You have that. You have the egg bites, all the stuff you could have made at home a lot healthier. Then you get these snacks that you don't need. Your weight loss is stalling, if not stopping altogether. You haven't really lost weight in a couple of weeks. You have a new baby, you know, a 1-year-old baby. You have a health condition. You had a stroke, not a stroke. God, not yet. You had a blood clot. Are these things, is it really worth it? I mean, that's heartbreaking, because that shows you what she considers worth it, as opposed to what other people think is worth it, like being healthy, being fit, being a good example for your son, being around a long time for him, teaching him good habits. No, those aren't the priority with Alex. These things, these little treats that give her little dopamine fix, that's what's worth it. And that's, like I said, that's disheartening.
Fit into your points. But I've been a little bit, honestly, like off, truthfully, with my weight loss journey since his birthday. Like it started with like cake on his birthday, and then like people were at our house, and then the birthday, and I totally fell off a little bit.
But you could have only fell off one day and been fine the rest of the week. Like, his birthday party was not a reason to have the whole week go to shit. You still could have really been on track the rest of the week, tightened it up a little the day before and the day after, and you still could have lost weight. So his birthday party is no excuse, especially when you're her size. It's not like she's trying to lose the last 10, 20, 30 vanity pounds. She needs to lose 100 and some pounds. So it's not an excuse.
Well, by falling off, I just wasn't losing. So that's like better than gaining. Today's
at your size. No, it's not really. It's not much better. I mean, that's minimal progress.
Today is Thursday, so I technically weigh in tomorrow, but I weighed myself this morning, and we are finally down a pound. So we've broken I can't call it a plateau. It was totally, at least the last week was very self-induced.
And I'm glad if you did lose a pound or two, Alex. Trust me, I am. But a pound at her size is not good. It is showing that she is really not changing much. She is still eating almost at maintenance. And for her, at her size, that is still just too many calories a day. She's eating just too damn much. And are you still going to be excited when fall rolls around this time next year and we're still doing this? I'd be frustrated. By this time next year, I want to be out of the overweight category, and in the normal BMI category, or literally within like a cat's whisker of it. Because I'm about 8 pounds away from being out of the obese category and into the overweight category in BMI. Closest I've been in like 10, 11 years. So my goal for this year is to get out of the obese category into the overweight category. And then next year there is going to be a big ass push to get as close as I can or into the normal weight range, which that will put me in the normal weight range for the first time since like a few months after my son was born. When my son was born, until he was about a year old or so, I was still in the normal weight range. So that, and my son's 13 now, so imagine how exciting that will be. But if I'm this time next year, if I was still where I'm at now, I would be very angry and mad and disappointed in myself.
We'll see how the weigh-in is tomorrow, but I'm also due for my period any second now.
And that will alter things. But like I said, with as big as Alex is and the poor choices she's making, she could still be losing a little bit of weight. Okay, so that's it. Everything's done pretty much in the vlog. I hope you liked it. I'm glad we got to cover the Instagram and the vlog and, her weigh-in, get that all out of the way in one video for you guys. I am working on reacting to some different things, putting together some different things. Some of them involve copyright stuff, so I don't know if I'll be able to post them here. We're gonna see, or see what I need to do to be able to to post them, because there are people that react to full videos, like full episodes of shows like My 600 Pound Life, and they're on here and they are monetized. So I feel like I should be able to react to the things I want to react to for you guys with some editing. We will see. So that there is stuff in the works, so I'm excited about that. And I just have some other fun things that I am excited to be covering that I hope you guys will like. And anyways, leave a comment down below. Helps me, helps the algorithm. We are doing alphabet emojis, and last one we did for the last video was a K. So this one will be an L. So if you don't have anything to say and you want to leave an emoji in the comments to help me with the algorithm, we are going to do an L emoji today. And since we're talking about fall, do some sort of a leaf. Leaves, leaf, something like that, in the spirit of the season. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed the react, and I will see you in the next one.